Okay, and as you say, we have a profusion of mics this time. Mike asks, hi Matt, I hope you're enjoying your 4th of July holiday. Did you enjoy your 4th of July? Yes, you did, except for the storminess. I also need 2 The Last Day spine stickers. I'll PayPal the amount for postage and whatever else it costs to get it to me and Brock. His son-in-law, he bought Brock one of the Raymark editions of The Last Day. I enclosed 2 attachments, and we are lousy with triple redundancies here at Aardvark Van Nuys. Michael, you did get the stickers. If you lost it in the packaging, which is understandable, all of the books, when they go out, Rolly puts a Last Day sticker in with it in case you want to put the sticker on the spine. Matt has Last Day stickers that he can send you, and when I was telling Rolly about it today, he said, I'll send him 2 more stickers. So one way or the other, Michael, we got you covered. You're going to be up to your eyeballs in the Last Day stickers. Here's my answer and question for Dave. My answer for this month is Jack Grimm, Harbinger of Death. And the question is, what post-2004 Canadian self-published title holds the record for most consecutive issues written and drawn? And that's what it is. It's Gary Boyarsky's legendary title, Jack Grimm, Harbinger. Where does it go from there? It's a quiz, Matt.
Harbinger of Death, and my answer to that question is, the answer is Jack Grimm. My question is, who is the creator with the amazing mustache that he shaved off, and therefore, I'm kind of sad. And the answer is Gary, creator of Jack Grimm. That was Gary sent pictures of him holding up the his copies of Teenage Mutant Ninja Surabaya that he got from you, and he's got a great mustache. And then at one point when Cerebus in Hell was kind of spinning the wheels, and we were asking for cover suggestions, I'm like, you too could be Gary, and I had taken the picture and whited out Gary so it's just his clothes standing there holding a blank comic, but I had left the mustache because it was a really nice looking mustache. And Gary commented, "Oh yeah, I shaved that off. My wife made me."
That's usually the source of mustachelessness in our society. I hope that's not misogynistic to say that.
No. It's called accurately perceiving reality. I know it's not a popular concept, but it's still accurately perceiving reality.
Right. It's the same as when I go and get my hair shaved at the barber. And a couple of times the guy said, I wish I could do that, but my wife would kill me. Flashback moment. I remember corresponding with you where I was calling. My question is, it's terrific news that your drawing has given you less discomfort, where you feel confident to continue to draw where you left off on STOAR. Has there been a point where you say to yourself, let's see what happens when I take off the wrist brace? Or do you think you're not there yet to remove the wrist brace? I've done it a couple of times. A half day, there was most of the day where I was drawing without the wrist brace on, and the wrist is so atrophied at this point that it's just kind of floppy. It needs something there to hold it as firmly in the fixed position as I was able to do just on my own. And I don't know if that ever comes back, or if it is just a matter of you made it this far, but you're not all the way there. It will come back on its own. I got Rolly to pick up a new one. It's been so long since I got a new wrist brace. He said, I don't remember, do you take a large or a small? And I usually alternated them because the large was a little too loose and the small was a little too tight. So it tended to balance out in terms of the firmness thing. But putting on a new large brace and the Velcro strap, the bottom one, is almost all the way off of the space that holds the Velcro. So I think next time I will be getting a small wrist brace, but that's just the technical side of that. Did you run the email that Michael sent to Tim W?
No. I haven't run it yet, but I'm gonna put it up when I put the rest of this up. I'll put it in the video and stuff.
All right. Yeah, it's that was however many years ago it was. I mean, back at 2015, 2016, and I hadn't been through the mill on how medical science treats this, and it went pretty much the way that I thought it was going to. I'm trying to explain what the situation is, and they're not hearing it because to them, a wrist is a wrist is a wrist is a wrist. Most of their focus was on money. We treat hockey players who make millions of dollars a year. It's like, oh, it's very nice with hockey players that they make millions of dollars a year, but what they're doing with their wrist with a hockey stick has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm doing with my wrist, trying to copy and try to match Neil Adams, the really fine lines I did for myself. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is the fine tuning of what I'm doing with the wrist is worlds away from what you're talking about. It's the same as I have no idea if I could go and get my eyes done so that I could see the lines as Neil Adams created them, as Stan Drake created them, as Al Williamson created them. If I just ask them, they'll go, "Oh, sure, no problem." And it's like, as soon as I get the eyes done, it'll be, "Oh no, this is just everything is just a big blur." They don't talk to anybody who looks at this microscopic level without a microscope, and consequently, with their medical self-importance, which they are well and deservedly known for. Yes, we've got everything covered. There's nothing special about you, nothing special about your eyes, nothing special about your wrist. It's okay, you go with that, but I've only got one set of these eyes, and I've only got one of these wrists, and I don't think you know what you're talking about. So, no offense. I went all the way to Chicago, got the MRI that I wanted to get, paid for it, and then departed with it. And then the next stage was going to be going down to the Austin, Texas area to visit with Dr. Troy, and Dr. Troy knew a wrist specialist in his circle of acquaintances that he was going to give me an appointment with. And he wanted the MRI from Chicago and whatever else they had to say in the report. And it's like, no, we're not doing that. It's I've got that from Chicago. Now I want to get something from Square One in Austin, Texas. And it's like, medical science doesn't do that. They want all of your records from somebody else. And it's like, no, to me, that's peeking in the back of the math textbook to find out what the correct answer is. You're going to look at that and go, oh, okay, this is what they're saying, so this is what we're saying as well. And now we have a consensus, so now we want to operate on your wrist. It's like, no, see, I don't trust you enough on that. I don't, there are things I will let you repair that aren't idiosyncratic, like when I had the bowel surgery done. I'll go along with you on that. A bowel is a bowel is a bowel. I think there's all different kind of wrists, and I think there's all different kinds of eyes. And the same as they can't get eyes right in computer animation, you're flattering yourself that you know more than you do. And like I say, I only got the one wrist, and I'm not going to let you just play around with it.
Well, I still have.
There you go. That's the best distillation up to this moment. Thank you for axing Michael R. of Easton, Pennsylvania.
Well, I still have a copy of the MRI because it was. I think I can't remember where it got posted, but it was, if you want to download Dave's MRI, and I was like, well, I'll download it, and then if I get a chance, I'll find a local handman and be like, okay, this is the MRI. What are you seeing? And it boiled down to, I just knew that going in, I'd be like, so I have a friend. He had an MRI. He'd like to get your opinion on it, and that's when they're going to be like, who's paying us? And I'll be like, well, how much is it going to cost? And that's what stopped me, was because back when COVID was happening, my dad came to visit, and they had the vaccines. My dad wanted the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and I found a place up here that was giving it out, but it wasn't as simple as, hey, I want to get the vaccine. It was, well, you're a new patient, you have to establish care, and I had to go through all these hoops and stuff to get him his vaccine, and then I started getting stuff in the mail for him from this hospital going, oh, you got to schedule this appointment. No, he doesn't have to do any of that. He wanted one thing. He got the one thing. He's gone.
Right. You all done with him now.
I mean, it's not a, we'll see you in 6 months for a follow-up. If something's wrong in 6 months.
We will follow up with you. But you go do your hospital thing to somebody who believes this crap.
My wife's in the medical field, but she's out of the hospital aspect of it. Now she does home care, and it's a lot of, is this test necessary? Do you really need to be doing this? She's got patients that'll have appointments and they'll flake out and miss them. And it's like, you can only do that so many times before the hospital's like, okay, 3 strikes, you're out. And it's like, well, what, why can't we reschedule? Well, we saved a spot just for you. Well, okay, but I'm sure there's a list of people that are waiting for a spot. Call them and say, hey, can you come in 20 minutes early?
Right.
It's not like the hospital's not going to pay you because you didn't see somebody.
Yeah. I hear you.